Well, hello again, ladies and gents. Well, I got such lovely feedback after the last video that I thought I'd do another one. We're at another new venue today. I am over in Barnsley, the home of one of my good friends, Lee Bailey, at one of his former locals, so I'm led to believe. But anyway, so I had really good feedback after the last video, so I thought I'd do another one. And I thought I'd maybe just do a bit of a brain dump in this one of what is going on with me at the minute with music and with the day job and the night job, and just where I'm at with it all. So let's get inside and we'll see how the land lies, and I'll try and talk while we're getting set up.
I won't lie. I wasn't gonna make this video because I've just finished my gig over in Barnsley, and there were about 5 people in the pub all night. And I thought I don't really want to show this in a video, but then I got a grip of myself, and I thought the whole point of doing these videos is to show people who want to do this what it's like. And so, this is par for the course. This is what you have to expect. You've got to think that there's going to be times when you're playing to full rooms, and a good example was last week. I did Weatherby Beer Festival, massive event, loads of people there. It was fantastic. And then you get nights like this where, there are still people here genuinely. They're just not in this room. They're in the room next to it. But we've only had about 6 or 7 people in this room all night, and now it's just me packing up in an empty room watching the football. But even on nights like this, and this was the reason I wanted to make this little snippet, even on nights like this, there's always a takeaway. So I've gone through the full gig there, doing my set, still giving my effort, putting 100% in for the people that were here. Whether there's one person or 100 people, you should still put your full effort in. So I put my effort in all night and treat it as though there were a room full of people. And right at the end, I was just about to turn the mics off, and right at the end, an old boy came through, not been through all night, a chap who must be in his 80s, and came through and he said, "Can you do me any Kenny Rogers?" Now, not to get too deep, but my dad died last year, and his favourite song were The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. So I said to this fella, "I can do you The Gambler." It was my dad's favourite song, and his face lit up. I've just made that fella's night by playing that song, and it was just that one little moment, that you stand behind the microphone all night and you think, it's a bit of a turned up to it's a lovely little pub, lovely people, really nice little place, but you turn up and you're like, because the nights like this are hard. But that's made my night. That's made it, as much as me playing Kenny Rogers for him made his night, him coming through and asking me and thanking me, and he stood in front of me for the full song, and we're buzzing. He were buzzing that I played for him, and I just wanted to share that, because sometimes this job is fantastic. When you're playing to a room full of people and the place is bouncing, it's fantastic, and they're the videos that we all want to put on YouTube and Facebook and whatever. But for every one of those, there's 3 or 4 of these as well, and you've got to learn to take something from them. It's never a wasted gig. If nothing else, it's the best practice session you'll ever get, and if you can get a little moment like that in amongst it, it's fantastic. You've really got to take the little wins when you can, because it's not easy sometimes doing this. So you got to try and pick onto every little positive that you can. Anyway, I'm rambling now, but I wanted to just jump on to say that, because it took me from 0 to 100 that, and I wanted to share it, you know, and be honest and frank, you know, because sometimes we show the best versions of ourselves on social media, and I'm really guilty for that as well, you know. But I wanted to show this as well, you know, because there's so many gigs that I do that are like this, but I always try and find something from them, and I think you should too. So anyway, right, I'm going home. I'm gonna stop ranting. See ya. Bye.
Well, it's now Sunday morning after last night's rant on the video, and I thought I'd just do a little follow-up while I'm sat in the garden having a coffee in the sunshine. Because I initially was going to do yesterday's video about sort of where I was and how I juggle a really intense full-time job with what's becoming quite an intense nighttime job as well, and like I've had a few people ask me questions about that and like how I balance it all, and maybe we'll talk about that on a different video. I'm trying to like string all this out so that I've got more like content ideas so that I can keep these videos coming, because you seem to be enjoying them. But I think like what happened last night is probably a really good theme for this video, in that, you know, we all, as gigging musicians, we all want to post the videos about the gigs that go well, but actually the reality of it is that for the ones that you do that are like that, there's a handful that are like last night, where you've got to still turn up and do the gig with the same amount of effort as you would for the ones that you really enjoy. And that's not to say that I didn't enjoy last night. I did, and obviously the bit at the end with the old boy that came up and asked for the Gambler, that sort of topped my night off. But I suppose what I want to do with this video is maybe just like give a bit of a reality check, because I'm still new to all this as well, so I'm still learning. When I first started doing the gigs, I thought that every gig you did, you got the place rocking, and if it wasn't like that, you'd failed, and it's not like that at all. It's definitely not like that. I've got another gig this afternoon, just 45 minutes charity gig for a local football team, so I'm looking forward to doing that. I've been struggling a little bit with my voice this week, so I'm quite glad to just have a shorter set this afternoon. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy the sun, finish my coffee, and then get sorted to head on over there. But yeah, maybe next time we can talk about how I manage all the bits and pieces that I do, or maybe to give you a hint of how that video will go, it might be a video about how I don't manage so well. I think an apt description of how I manage all that is a bit like a swan. On the surface, it all looks like it works really well, and under the water, I'm kicking like mad. So that might give you an idea of how that video will go. But yeah, like now I've had a bit of sleep, and you think about it, like I want people to see that, and I don't want to be one of these that just puts the best bits of me out. You know, I want to give a true representation of what it's like and how difficult it can be sometimes. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this one, and you tune in for the next one whenever that'll be. Right, see you later.
That's me. I'm done. You are more than welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Good question.
Go on.
Any Kenny Rogers?
Go on, I'll give you an encore. Go on.
Have you got one?
I've got one. It was my dad's favourite song, The Gambler.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
My dad's favourite song.
It's mine as well.
I haven't played it for a while though, it makes me cry to sing it.
You're over it.
Got to know when to hold, when to fall down, know when to walk away, know when to run, you never count your
Thanks, pal.
No worries at all. Thank you for asking for
Oh, what?
I haven't played it in ages.
That's me.
That is me done now, though. It was lovely to be over here, Ted.
Well, I won't go on. Can't even talk.